The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down, Murray. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
From the 6. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Defense gets up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now Rodgers on the bootleg.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete as well.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down.
The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Play fake. Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory. But I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want. And they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, Elliott. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Here's Elliott. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray, that's caught. Waddle on the left side. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion. And I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the fall. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Gonzalez. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Right side complete. That's Woods. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
2nd down and 3. A throw out wide to Woods, complete.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the Chargers 5-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Murray now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. .13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Murray going to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 29, Murray. He finds his man complete. That's Jordan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Round 6.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
$35 yards that time. It'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now, and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Cameron Jordan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Murray with a 3rd and long. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 8.
Throwing is Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chargers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Rodgers.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers 23.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Rodgers. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns get a score closer.
So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
This time, the extra point up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now, after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
The Chargers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Murray now to throw. That caught by Tremble. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout That will be their third and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
Prime time, baby.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
First down, Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Jordan. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing